The Sanskrit, Janusirsasana. Janusirsasana. Okay. So, you want to sit down on your mat. I'll start with the left leg straight. When I'm sitting down like this, I always want to sit tall. As I sit tall like that, I'm engaging postural muscles, muscles of the abdominals. Not so much that I can't breathe. Breathing is important in yoga. When I sit like this as well, I flex my feet, and that engages my quadriceps. So my quadriceps, my legs are working and active, and I'm not just hanging out. Okay, so even sitting like this, I'm already working out. Now I take my right foot, place the sole of the foot on the inside of the thigh. You want to be facing straight. So my extended leg, my left leg, is parallel with the length of the mat. My hips are square, so I'm not facing the side. I'm facing my leg. Foot flexed, quadricep engaged. Lengthen through the spine, that's very important. Anytime you move the spine forward, do a forward bend, do a back bend, do a side bend, you want to lengthen through the spine. Lengthening through the spine, inhale, lift your arms up. Lifting your arms up also helps lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Release your hands on either side of your feet. And lastly, release your forehead where it can rest. Stay here for 5 long breaths. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, release. Show you again on the other side, but I won't talk so much so that you can hear what the instructions would be like as if you were teaching in class. So, let's extend the right leg. Flex your foot and place the sole of the left foot against the inner right thigh. Let your hips face the front. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, lift your arms up. Exhale, bend forward. Keep lengthening your spine as you breathe in. Relax and lower down as you exhale. Stay here for 5 long breaths. So I'm pretending for the sake of the video that my 5 long breaths is over. Inhale, reach to the front. Come all the way up. Release. Okay, so that's Janusirsasana. Let's talk about the knee and the hamstrings. So they come together. Sometimes you've got problems with the knees, and sometimes it comes with very tight hamstring. So, not a problem. You can bend your knees a little bit and do the same thing. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to lean forward. Now, anytime you're seated and you're bending forward, it might cause some issues with the lower back if you're prone to lower back problems. Okay? Remember that the 2 most common injuries in yoga would be knee and the lower back. So for some people, when you bend forward, and you can see what happens is they round out. When they round out like this, that means they are bending from the lumbar spine and not from the hip. Okay? And when that happens, it's really a lot of pressure on the lumbar spine. And then they'll end up hurting themselves. So, if you see someone do this, ask them to lengthen through the spine. And if this is where they can reach, this is as far as they can reach, then you just ask them to stay there. Okay? Otherwise, after practicing yoga for a while, if they still have the flexibility through the hips and through the lumbar region, you can extend the spine, lower, 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 and there you go. Now there's another variation of Janusirsasana, and it's called Parivrita Janusirsasana. Parivrita means on the side or twisted. Vritti means turning. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha in the Yoga Sutras of Master Patanjali, when he explains what yoga means, yoga is the stopping of the turning of the mind. Vritti, journey with the mind. So, Parivrita Janusirsasana, it just means this is your Janusirsasana, facing forward. Now I'm going to Parivriti my Janusirsasana, which just means I'm going to do my Janusirsasana sideways. So this time my hips will be facing the side, right? And now this is a side bend. So you inhale, lengthen through the spine, and just bend directly to the side. So you don't want to curl down like this. You want to keep stretching. Lift your arms up, turn your head up towards the sky, palms facing down. Inhale to come up, and exhale to release. Now what you'll find is some students will have their foot like this. If they can't open their feet all the way to the side. So what you do is, you still try to reach for the side instead of trying to reach for your foot. It makes it for a more effective side bend. Of course, you can also do this, and that's a variation for your obliques. If you want a side bend, you go this way. Remember that you stay 5 long breaths in each pose to really enjoy the pose. Inhale and then release. Namaste. Congratulations, you've done Janusirsasana.